What's going on YouTube? So we looking in the 90 and we got the plants in. We got the toward the front is the LED strip light, and then the two LED floodlights are in the back. But turn the strip light off here. So that's what it looks like with just the floodlights on. You know, and I think two more of those and we'll be ready to rock. You know, I just did probably 75% water change on this tank as it had turned a light tea color from the wood. The wood is still leaching tannins into the water. So now I'm starting to think maybe I didn't let them soak out there in the pond, or possibly when I boiled them, maybe I didn't do it long enough because it still leached a ton of tannins into the water. But that's the start. It's gonna be the plan is to get two more of those LED floodlights. A lot more plants. I got with Mike in Arizona. Got got a couple of red red swords. Let's see, a red tiger lotus from him, and then I got some scarlet temple coming. I got an Anubias Nana Gold coming. I have some red root floaters coming. So I still got a ton of plants coming, and I'm planning on getting some more because I want to fill it out as much as possible. So that's what we're going with that. And let's say we got a few more plants coming. But yeah, I like the way it, so far. I like the way it turned out now. This is pretty much, with the exception of the plants and the plants growing in, and I may eventually the rock that's sitting on top of the piece of wood. I may actually change that out, but this is going to be the scape for the foreseeable future. And so this is, this is it. I have, let's see, pretty much, I got the Anubias, and I want to add some more Anubias. The only plant that I plan on adding that I don't have on the way is going to be the Java fern. And I'm just trying to decide if I want to get like separate plants or if I want to just get like a mat of the plants and put in there. That's pretty much it. I've pretty much narrowed down my fish list. It said the first things that are going in there are going to be the Ocats. Get the Ocats and possibly Salmi's algae eater here in the next couple days, and those are going to be the first fish that go in. and then I'm gonna get a nice size school of rummy nose tetras. So I'm thinking probably somewhere around the 15-20 mark on the rummy nose tetras. I'm gonna get a smallish school of corridoras, probably about 6 or so. I've contemplated throwing like a couple of live bears in there, whether probably not going to be endlers or guppies, because at some point the discus are going to get big enough to eat those whole. And so I'm thinking maybe probably swordtails or mollies. Not quite sure, but I'm thinking maybe one male and probably 3 or 4 females. That way they'll have, the discus, and I hate to say it like this, but the truth is the discus will probably eat the babies, and I'm okay with that. As far as the discus go, probably, because I haven't decided if I'm gonna get adult discus or get. I know I'm probably not gonna get like juveniles in that 2-inch range. It'll probably be like a 3.5, maybe a 4-inch fish that I pick up. But I'm not 100% sure on that either. So we have the cleanup crew, which will basically consist of snails, the ocats, the Siamese algae eater, and then I may get I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a loach or 2 to throw in there as well, or just get some assassin snails and throw in there, like maybe 1 or 2 assassin snails. I haven't quite made up my mind yet on that, but I know we're gonna get the ocats, the Siamese algae eaters. We're gonna get a small school of cories. We're gonna get about 15, somewhere around 15 to 20 rummy nose tetras. We're gonna get somewhere between probably 8. But I'm gonna keep the window open and say somewhere between 6 and 10 discus, and I'm leaning toward the red turquoise. Allison thinks we should get just a rainbow of the discus, which I'm okay with that as well. I'm gonna get the live bears, probably, like I said, either the swordtails or the platies. And then we'll go from there. But that's the plan. That's the, as of right now, today, August 18th at 1:25 on, let's say, a Friday afternoon here in Houston. That's the plan. That is also subject to change, because I may wake up tomorrow morning and say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this, so it's all up in the air. The only thing that's for certain going in that tank that is 100% certain are the discus, and that's really it. I mean, I like the rummy nose, but that's not a given. the discus and the cleanup crew. That's the only, definite fish that are going in there. Everything else is up in the air. So, with that being said, this is the semi-final layout of the skate, minus the one rock that's sitting on top of the wood, because that's just sitting there to hold the wood down till it's gotten to a point where it stops floating. And then that's probably going to come out, and some river rock will probably go in. But either way, that's the final look. So, as always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for all manner of things coming up. I got a couple of collaborations coming up with some well-known people, some people that I talk to and talk about a lot. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for that next Barron Tropicals giveaway, because we're gonna roll that out here pretty soon, and we'll talk to you all later.